true parent?
태어났다고 하는 거지 태어날 수는 없는 거야. 그래서 오늘날 통일께서 말하는 탕감 조건 말이 이거 없으면 너희들이 태어날 수도 없는 거야. 탕감 조건이 있으면 태어났다고 할 수 없다는 사실이라 그래.
So you're already born. You already become a reality. Your life is a real reality on earth. So you cannot go back to reprocess it to be born again. So unification defines the truth. How can we achieve the same goal? By condition of indebtedness.
너희들은 모르지만 통일교 역사 가운데 어머니 뱃속의 어머니가 10세 아들을 딸을 낳으면서 그 뱃속에 있는 아들들과 하나 됐다는 쌍둥이와 같은 신경적 기능을 지금까지 묶어오기에 노력했다는 사실이다.
So the true parent and the true father and mother gave physical 13 children birth. 13 children. So when the children are growing within the mother's womb, all the Unification Church members, although you exist physically outside of that mother's womb, but you become like a twin. You feel like a twin. With the twin together with the
세계에서는 불가능했다. 아시아에 있는 36가족이라든가 제 가까운 신정권에 처한 사람들이 그런 교육을 해서 그렇게 알고 기도하고 그렇게 해서 세계를 기도해놨던 사실이에요.
So in a Western world, that kind of concept is very strange and difficult to accept. But in the Orient, particularly elder members of the Unification Church, 36 plus couple and 72 and so forth, those people were knowing and praying and spiritually truly create a bridge between true children and ourselves.
어머니 국밥 먹을 때 국밥도 통일교도 뭐 그런 거는 다 탕감복지였어요.
So we have many symbolic ceremonies. For example, in Korean custom, when the mother gave a child at birth, there's a special soup, mother to drink. And we share the same soup with the entire church, Catholic members. When the baby was fed with the milk, the same milk bottle going around, everybody drank out of the same bottle.
아기들의 기쁨은 자기들의 기쁨이요, 아기들의 슬픔은 자기들의 슬픈 감정 일치와권을 연습시켜 훈련시켜 나왔던 사실이에요.
So training has been given that the true children's joy is our joy, their sorrow is our sorrow, so that we can link the same emotion together with them.
그러한 역사 과정을 서구사는 모릅니다.
That those kind of intimate history of Unification Church in Western members hardly know.
지금 웨스턴 뉴월드의 지금 액티비티 모양 레벨에서는 세계권 시대, 세계주의 시대 권대를 향해서 출발한 그 세에 속했던 사실이에요.
But then, what is the world mission? The Father come to the Western world to bring the linking, the mission into the worldwide level. Lifting the unification mission into the worldwide level.
어느 서구 사회의 통일을 무엇을 모르느냐? 개인적 레벨, 개인적 레벨, 가정적 레벨, 종족적 레벨, 민족적 레벨, 국가 레벨 모른다. 상관없는 자리에서 너희들은 모르고 접촉됐다는 사실이야 돼.
So, without you knowing, you already grafted into, true parent family from an individual level, in a family level, tribal level, national level, and a worldwide level. Without you knowing, you already grafted into it.
알겠어?
Do you follow?
그건 언제 너희들이 상서 언제 연결시키냐는 얘기다.
But important thing, when the realization comes, that you all of a sudden realize, yes, boy, I'm linked to the true family. I'm connected.
그것이
When?
3년이 아니라 3년. 세계적으로 통일교의 전체 간부가 서구 사회에 나타나가 돼가지고 옛날에 신정적 이들을 중심 삼고 옛날을 상기시키며 너희들을 정신적인 과거 전통 역사에 일치화시킬 수 있는 교육이 필요하기 때문에 그 교육을 한국 간부들이 지금 하고 있다는 사실을 알아야 된다고.
This time, the realization, you come to the poignant realization that all of a sudden, yes, I'm a part of the true parent family. This is the time for the next 3 years, inclusive of this year, until 1985. This is
하늘나라의 가정적 전통자리에 동참할 수 없고 하늘나라의 종족과 하늘나라의 민족과 하늘나라의 국가의 자리에 동참할 수 있는 자격이 없기 때문에 이것을 상속해주기 위해 한국 간부들이 여기 온다는 사실을 알고
This is the reason Father brought the Korean leaders to the United States, to link that emotional link or that artistic link from Korean tradition to the Western tradition.
From
This is the purpose.
individual level, family level, tribal level,
National.
national level.
Starting
You
from.
have to inherit that kind of levels situation.
You
그
have to
사람이
inherit. You have to inherit that tradition
그러면
from different levels.
inherit that kind of level situation. 그러면 not from father. Father is religion, worldly.
Not from
Only
father
you can
directly.
inherit by the Korean elder.
So you can inherit that tradition through the Korean elder leaders, elder members.
As like archangel,
They are in a position of archangel position.
growing Adam이 at the time, who teach Adam이 by the archangel. That is original view.
So actually, it was God's design when Adam and Eve were growing as a childhood. Archangel, even the archangel was in a servant position. Archangel was supposed to be a teacher of God's tradition to the God's children, which is Adam and Eve.
너희들을 진정한 의미에서 사랑해. 교육할 책임이 있기 때문에 데려와하고 있는 사람.
So their mission is like archangel with the Adam and Eve, to the Adam and Eve. You are in Adam and Eve position. You know,
그래서
in
이
that case.
children이 한국 children, 아메리칸 children이 하나 되면 true parents가 비로소 받아들일 수 있는.
So then they will bring Korean and West Oriental as well as American and Western children together into one family, one kind of unity. Then true parent can accept it. Can accept it.
참된 형제가 돼야만 true parents의 사랑을 받게 되는 거야. 그렇지? 그게 원리야.
The true brother and sister, true brother and sister. Only by then true parent can accept you. You can come to the true parent.
그래서 한국에서 온 사람들은 사탄 편 가인이 아니고 하나님 편 천사장으로서 천사의 입장에서 너희들을 재교육하는 아담적 입장에 너희들을 대하고 있는 역사 종말 환경에 왔다는 사실을 원리를 보아서 클리어하게 하는 거다.
From the divine principle point of view, Korean leaders are in a position of an archangel in the Garden of Eden.
Not fallen.
Not fallen, you know, the truly genuine original archangel. You are in a position of Adam and Eve. Treat you like a growing up Adam and Eve. They are there as a teacher to teach the God tradition to you. That was their primary purpose.
너희들이 we don't need in America. Korean.
Would you say that? No. Father said, "Oh, Father, we don't need the Korean leaders in America."
This country, this people is leading them all over the world. Why? We can't follow the small country.
Some American might say, "Father, America is a great country, first-class citizen. Our power is everywhere, four corners of the earth." So that our leadership will be good enough. Americans doesn't need the help of leadership. No, Father.
자,
We'll take care of ourselves.
그러면서 한국 책임을 필요 없으니 자기가 치기만 해버리자. 나 지워라.
All right. Is that your voting? You're voting for that kind of claim? All right. At this moment, Father can decide. All the Korean leaders, go away.
어떻게?
What would you do? I mean, do you want Father to kick them out?
뭐한 책임자가 누구 어떻고 미사 안 어떻고 미사 뭐 성령 어떻고 미사 받고 미사 이거 내 귀에 왜 시시한만
So, and all kind of critiques and criticism, or there's some comment, about the Korean leaders coming. Father's ears are full of criticism, full of busy, buzzing. Like a bees coming buzzing all the time. Well, Mr. So-and-so, so-and-so, Mr. So-and-so did this, Mr. So-and-so did that, and so forth.
So they will lead. Why so much noise in American movie?
Why so much noisiness here in American movies?
자, 그 필요해 안 필요하기 때문에 그렇잖아.
So you don't need them. That's why you are so noisy. Is that true?
Is it right? 그럼 no. 어때? 환영할까요?
So you say no, then are you going to welcome it? Welcome them?
내가 이제 10년 때부터 그런 노이즈하는 말을 들려야 내가 난 들려야 내가.
You think Father, after 10 years, staying in America, still continually hears such a noisy buzz come to his ears? Yes or no?
Yes, eh? I welcome it. That is normal in America, from America. You like America, American way. Eh? You like America. You are American. Of course, like American way. Every American doesn't like communist way.
Many Americans doesn't like the Mooney's way or Father's way. Yes or no? True or no?
True. True, Jesus. I hate you. True.
True or no?
그래, 너는 hate father야? No, I hate father.
No.
I say they can't work continually. Stop, I hate you. 그래? Is that true? 이제 확실하겠어 이제?
Now, do you follow? Do you know?
그 영어도 할줄 모르는 그들 왜 되는 거야? 그랬을 때 밥이라 먹고 떠나 쌌
Why Father bring those so many Korean leaders? Those do not even speak good English. We cannot even communicate. They cannot even deliver a sermon. Why bring those old, Korean leaders?
밥 먹고 사는 얘기해야지. 해야 된다.
Korean leaders come just eat and waste. Eat and waste. Their job is eat and human waste.
You don't need that kind of guy.
So useless. They serve no purpose. They are the grocery killers.
자, 쫓아버리자, 죽자.
So,
민주주의 하자고.
oh, let's do it democratic way. Okay. It's a democratic country. All right. Let's vote. And so those the grocery killers, Korean leaders, we don't need in this country. So we'll kick them out.
이것은 정신적 분야의 전통을 위해서는 코리안 리더의 사상을 전수받아야 되고 경제적 활동 분야에 있어서는 일본 사람 전통을 이어가야 할 것이 일반적인 코리안.
So this day of Children's Day, today, Father clearly declared to you, you got to do two things. From the artistic point of view, you must inherit the tradition of the father from Korean leaders. Also, economic tradition from the Japanese leaders. The two are inherent, important.
미국에서 안 나와. 미국에서 안 나온다.
The tradition will not come out of the United States. You must receive it, digest it.
That is a problem for American people. That is a problem.
That's the problem. You reject? No. You got to receive, receptive, and harmonize, and open-minded.
그래 알았어?
Do you follow? Yes. Two, the Korean tradition, Japanese tradition.
일본의 체계적 경제 문화의 전통을 쓰고 너희들 교육해야 되고 정신적 전통, 양론적 전통을 국가 기준에 있어서 상속받지 않고는 세계 기준에 동참하여 이스라엘 세계 본내로 들어간 수 때문에 이런 전통 전수를 위하여 불가피한 조치인 것을 알고 하나님에 대해서 감사하고 부모님에 대해서 감사할 줄 알아야 되겠다.
You must thank God and thank true parents to give America and the Western world this opportunity to learn from age-old tradition of education.
national level.
And national level, the Japanese leadership is coming. Father brought the great numbers of leadership, to truly launch a new national tradition in this country.
정신적으로는 한국 사람 타고, 외적으로는 일본 사람 타고 넘어가자.
So, internally, externally, Father's solution. Internally, you must dig Korean ground. Externally, you must dig Japanese ground. Digging those two grounds get the best out of this too, you will be enriched.
가긴 지금 한국, 일본 사람이 앞장서가지고 그 따라가지고 요것만 넓고 타고 가니까.
So, see, there's a Korean, there's a Japanese, and you are active, moving toward that two, guidance, two directions. You'll be all right. You are the best to be benefited.
타고 가는 데 불평할 수 있어? 나 여기 보조 한마디 떨어져가 좀 장식설하지.
So, when you are riding on the horse, riding on the benefit, how can you complain?
이거 맞춰야지.
Because you have to follow the rhythm, their rhythm. You cannot say you fit to our rhythm. No, you must. How about you fit to their rhythm? Yes or no?
그냥 그런 조상을 몰라봐.
Otherwise, you are
하나님을 몰라.
not recognizing your ancestors, your own parents, and your God. You have to recognize your elder brother.
옛날에 엘다브들은 가인은 교육을 맞았다고 잡아주겠다. 이번에는 이방 사람이고 전부 다 원수 취급하지만은 사랑으로 이건 밝힐 수 없다.
And ancient in a fallen world, elder brother did not love the younger brother. They killed the younger brother. Cain and Abel history has begun, but a new age is going to be different. We got to set up the new tradition. Elder brother truly become elder brother. Younger brother truly become a younger brother.
가서 고개를 숙이고 감사하세요. 이러고 무 가서 고개를 숙이고 감사합니다 하나님. 나중에서 어디가 할래? 얼굴 들고 불평할래? 고개를 숙이고 기도하고.
What would you do when a chin's up and to be complainful, or have a chin down to be grateful? Thank God. Which one would you do?
Pray, friend, pray.
Which way would you pray? Head down or head up?
그 약속할 수 있어?
Would you promise to Father?
약속을 드는 사람은 손 들어보라.
Raise your hand. I want to pray God for thankfulness and head it down and thank God. Raise your hand, please. Those who would do that. Then you become one. Then you become one with them.
이래서 지금 여기가 이때가 얼만큼 신중한 때가 알더라고. 이 원리관적이면 아하 이 세계의 총탄감되는구나. 다시 말하는 것 같은 지혜과를 중심 삼은 세계 확대 중심 삼아 가져가지고 파문을 일으킬 수 있는 운동으로 된다. 여기에서 그러나 승리한 날에는 앞으로 토일교회 반달서로 반대했던 망해.
Now you know that the stage we are in, the time we are living today, is on like a total indemnifying, total indemnification. So this time it's a final showdown. Therefore, when you win the showdown, you'll be all right. You are the winner. When you make your loss, failure about this time, you will never make up in the future.
중심 삼은 역사적 모든 전통 지혜를 law of tradition 오늘 여러분이 배워가지고 국가기까지 일치화된 것을 말미암아 세계로 넘어갈 수 있는 자격은 당당하다. 이게 지혜를 파면은 국가적을 문화에 넘어서 세계 파면 문화를 넘어서.
Father's GL Center shall be inherited by the Korean tradition. You inherit the tradition, heavenly tradition, and receive it and center upon it and build it on a national level. And this is the time to do it. This is the final opportunity for you can do it.
Making national level after can go over automatically.
And after, when you erect up to the national level, thereafter there shall be no more problem. It automatic. Automatic. Dr. Durst, the American leader, should aware this truth very clearly.
너희들은 이제부터의 일본 식구들의 경제활동 전통을 100% 인정해야 되고 한국 전부다 36가정의 지금까지 선생님을 중상 움직이던 과거의 역사적 전통을 권한 그대로 100% 이상 받아들여야 돼.
So Japanese leaders are going to give their tradition, their external economic build-up tradition. You receive it 100%. Korean tradition, which they were taught by fathers for a long time, 36 couples, to build a tradition. They must give you fully, you receive it fully.
한국은 아담 국가여 일본은 해와 국가이기 때문에 아담 국가는 정신적 기조를 세워야 되고 해와 국가는 액적 기조를 세워야 되는 원리관이기 때문에 그 원리적 견해에서 불가능.
So Korea is the Adam nation, Japan is the Eve nation. So Korea and Japan working together, like Adam and Eve, come together, fulfilling this mission.
너 지금 어디 한국에 지금까지 말이야 한국에서 뭐 공중에서 사건이 벌어 육지에서 사건이 바다에 사건이 일어날 것이다 나보는 거야. 그 왜 세계적인 문제에 드러가지고 한국 백성이 왜 이렇게 피를 흘려야 돼?
Why nowadays Korea has become such a focal point of the world news? You can see the Korean airline called 007 case, and the Burma, Rangoon, there was an incredible explosive case, and all that shake the entire world. Why Korean people continually to suffer?
바다에 참사가 있을 것이라는
And then next week, Korean people got to watch out. There another disaster will come on the ocean, sea level. One is air, one on ground, and one on the ocean.
탄감법에 의해서 불가피하다.
But this is again externally, from national basis, that there's a certain law of indemnity must be fulfilled.
살기를 모르는 세계 16개국 동참국이 투표를 냈고 그 다음에 버마에서 랑군에 있어서는 이것은 한국 강력한 피를 흘리는 거예요.
So, from the Korean airline instances, 16 nations shed the blood together. Once again, 16 nations that died together. And the Korean, as you know, during the Korean War, the 16 nations come to die for freedom, sake of freedom in Korea. In the Korean airline, symbolically, 16 nationalities were in that plane. And in Rangoon, in Burma, there's a Korean leadership, national ministers died. They shed their blood.
이번 칼 사건은 그러면 한국과 일본과 미국이 하나 됐어요. 이것은 아담국가, 해화국가, 아들국가가 연결됐다는 사실은 놀라운 사실이에요.
From the instance of the Korean airline, three primary nations under dispensation become united: Korea, Japan, United States. The three countries suffered most because of that they united.
일본이 소련도 갈 수 있고 중국도 갈 수 있는데 미국과 하나 될 수 있다. 한국과 하나 될 수 있다는 사실은 놀라운 사실이야.
So Japan can traditionally they can move many directions. They can unite with the Soviet Russia, they can unite with the China, or they can unite with North Korea. But this time, Japan moved toward the west. United States.
해화국가인데 아담과 한국에 수직할 수 있고 미국에 수직할 수 있고 소련에 수직할 수 있고 중국에 수직할 수 있고.
The Japan is like a woman, teenage woman. That woman can send their signal to Russia, China, Korea, United States. Now Japan has many choices to get married.
한국을 취해가지고 미국을 찾을 수 있는 아들권을 찾을 수 있는 것은.
But then Japan inevitably, from the external event, that Japan has to focus upon Korea, has to unite with Korea, and unite with the United States.
이런 때가 올 때 일본에서는 우리 수능연합 회원 350만을 돌파하고 있다.
In Japan,
일본
in this
나라가
time,
이제 앞으로의 혈교를 무시해서는 누구의 자리야? 무엇의 힘으로 돼?
in Japan, Father created a national federation for victory over communism. The membership now swelling up to 3.5 million people. Probably the strongest and the largest any organization that can compete. No one can compete with this type.
또 수련합회는 7만 지방 지도자, 자문위원, 내적인 7만 통반장, 책임자, 지도위원을 전부 다 책정해버렸다.
The IFVOC in Korea, we have a 70,000 leadership assigned to way down the village level. So that we have a leaders in every village. Together, leadership numbers is 70,000 Korean people.
일본의 대형 안팎을 일처할 수 있고 한국도 국가의 차원에서 일본의 안팎을 일처. 이래 가지고 선거연합을 삼고 한국과 일본 딱 자매가 있는 거야. 군주국이 삼고 맺으면 대만은 자동적으로 가야 거야. 이래놓고 필리핀, 인도, 버마, 중동 모든 아시아계에 온 이 조직권 내에 자원해서 참석할 수 있는 아시아 쪽 아시아권 승공연합 조직이 완전히 국가에 따라서 형성됩니다.
So the Korea and Japan, right now, internally and externally, the government as well as people level, they cannot neglect unification movement nor the Reverend Sun Myung Moon. We got to be playing the central role of the national life. By becoming like that, there will be a next step would be, Taiwan and Malay.
그건 자매가는데
This will become.
군 책임자, 일본 군 책임자 자매가는 맺으면 그 완전히 그와 같은 조직을 대만의 주파만들 당장에 대만의 우리 조직을 일시의 국가의 차원에서 가능하고.
This kind of leadership.
모든 아시아 공산주의 위협이 있기 때문에 자동적으로 확대해가지고 아시아적 통일 전선권 승급 연합 운동이 기반됐다.
The Korea and Japan will be linked together with the sister-brother relationship so that they know the gigantic alliance is structured between Korea and Japan. Then every Asian nation would like to look at it and they want to be a part of it. So it can be spread to free China, then the Philippines and the Thailand and the Formosa, Malaysia and the Singapore. All Asian countries will join
국가적 차원을 넘어서 그래서
beyond the level of their national boundary. Become alliances will be formed.
공산주의 방어는 아시아적
So in Asia, we are going to have a strong and powerful alliance to fight against communism.
그래서 내버리면 이렇게 하는 말에 아시아 고속도 하이웨이 프로젝트는 일시에 일시 어느 나라입니까?
So once this kind of the external alliance beyond the national boundary level is formed, then that there will be an international highway project, which Father announced during the science conference in Korea, will become immediate reality.
1년에 80억 가까운 100억 가까운 돈을 1년에 긁어놓을 수 있다. 100억 불이 하다고.
We can raise a $10 billion raise for that kind of public project.
나 10 빌리언 하더라도
10 billion. 100 million either. 1,000 million. That's 10 billion.
그런 시대가 온다. 그래서
That kind of age is dawning. That kind of age is dawning.
미국.
What about the United States?
Come to American. Yes, I will. Of course, I will.
America will get behind. You want to follow. You want to go ahead in the same direction, and you want to be, ahead of them.
자, 그럼 남미는 그런 책에 즉각적으로 아프리카 즉각적으로.
The South America, Central and South America, it's a matter of time. It's all a matter. And Africa is also a matter of time.
싶은 놈들, 국회의원 하고 싶은 놈들, 대통령 해먹고 싶은 놈들, 털 내버리는 놈이 그 밧줄을 달고 쭉 다녀서 이스트 가서에 가서 수백 년 모여가지고 아이고 나는 그때가 올 것이다는 게 미친 사람같이 생각하고.
You might think it's a crazy thinking. It's not a crazy idea. But Father feels who want to become head of state, who want to become a senator, who want to become Speaker of the House. Really those who want to become a national leader in those countries, Central, South America, and the African countries, and those who will come and seek some guidance and help from Father, and they are just coming to the East Gaza, and hundreds of people will come, seek the audience of Reverend Moon. That day will be coming. What do you think? Yes or no?
그래서 가들을 튼튼하게 만드는 거야. 그래서 이제부터는 가들을 늘 꼼짝 못하게 튼튼하게 만드는 거야.
So when they come, Father won't see them. That's why Father is creating a strong guard system. No one can let them in.
그 무슨 말인가 해서 이랬었더라. 정신에서 저는 알아들어요.
Do you follow?
그럴 차원이 왔다. 미국도 불안한 장면에 외부연문 사상을 받아들이지 않을 수 없는 거기로 넘어가고 있다는 사실.
This is the level Father is walking. United States of America is no exception. In history, this nation also needs the guidance and the enlightenment and ideal from Reverend Moon. This country will come to the moment that receives the Father's ideal and the melting into American dream.
공성지역을 언제를 불분이 그렇게 했나. 재판하는 도중에 날이 불어하는 것이다.
Many State Department officials just shaking heads like this. Boy, when Reverend Moon becomes so powerful and influential, the United States government is trying to give him a hard time by court trial. When he was fighting the court battle, he had fulfilled everything else. 이렇기 때문에
한국 교포들 대해서 이제 교포계 그렇기 때문에 한국 교포를 미국에서 그냥 따버린 불쌍한 것들을 안 되기 때문에 이제 한국 교포 세계에 한국 토익을 만들어 가지고 교포를 내세워서 선대에 달릴 수 있게 채찍질을 해야 될 것 같다.
Today, Father has another dispensation unfolding. And at this level, Father could not leave the Korean resident community in the United States, could not leave them alone. Father would like to organize and the Korean unification, movement within the Korean community, and that as a Korean people, chosen people, really take the first step or frontline role.
한국의 교포들은 말이야, 내가 다 밥벌어먹는 그런 교육을 다 누구나 다 밥벌어먹게 해주고요. 한국말을 가르쳐주기 위해 바쁠 때가 올 것이다. 2억 4천만을 한국말 배우려면 80만 줬다.
예? 80만요? 마이클 점스.
In the future, American 240 million people have to learn the Korean. Maybe closing now. Every American people wants to learn that kind of language. So you need many teachers. I say 1,000 people, too much small. That is Korean residents. Don't worry about Korean residents. In the future, many Korean people can teach American people for Korean residents. How about that? 그러시는 때가 그래서
That day,
한국 교포들은 그 후손들은 나이가 안 먹여버릴 한국에서 전부 다 깡패될 것이고 마피아가 될 딸이 될 것이라고.
the Korean resident has nowhere to go except to turn to Father. The children should come to learn, become a part of this movement. By doing so, their children will prosper. Otherwise, they came to this country for better education for their children, but actually instead of become a better citizen, they become a mafia, they become passed out, they become hippies and hippies. That kind of destiny is waiting for them. Father is the hope.
한국 교포들은 슬픈 좋든 이런 내부런 눈을 활용하여 그 집안 안방의 할아버지로부터 모셔드려야 할 때가 되겠다고 보기 때문에 이런 말을 하오.
So time has come.
교포 양반들 그 머리 본대머리 양반들 많이 얼고 먹구만 저 뒤에.
That we have a Korean leaders, many Korean leaders attending this particular conference because they are invited specially to hear Father this morning and go on with the conference next couple of days. Father's announcing to them the Reverend Moon is a significant phenomenon happening for Korean people. The Reverend Moon has become a position that cannot be neglected by the Korean community.
정말 연합해가지고 미국의 경제기반 갖고 놓으면 한국 교포들은 어떻게 될 거야? 그 창피함과 부끄러움을 면하기 위해.
Whether Korean resident or not, Father dispensation will move forward and lay an incredible foundation in the Western world. Then the Korean people would be shamed. Father would not want to have the Korean people be in that position. Father wants them to be in a participating position.
자, 미국 너도 한국말 배울래 안 배워?
So, now, you want to learn Korean? Yes or no?
Where is ya? Where is ya?
Why yes?
Why is ya?
Why?
No. You prepare every Sunday morning, please. Please. We the 5 pledges 가지고 뭐야?
Every Sunday morning, you have a children's pledge.
Authority.
So, number 5. Pledge number 5. I'm proud of one, what? Sovereignty. I'm proud of one people, one land, one language and culture centered upon God.
You swore, you pledged every Sunday morning.
So you pledge.
You have to take accomplishment.
You pledge that word every Sunday morning, 5 o'clock. Now time has come. You cash the pledge. You're going to cash the pledge.
To learn Korean, excellent.
So you've got to learn your mother tongue, your father tongue.
Is it clear?
Is that clear? The reason
Why do you learn that Korean?
why did you learn Korean? Why do you?
American way.
You American money. Why do you learn Korean?
Every morning we go to that kind of place. So that have to learn. That's natural.
You pledge yourself. You already said so many times. With the one language and culture centered upon God. That one language should be mother tongue. I tell you why you have to learn Korean.
수석조차가 통과 안 된다. 번호의 세계는.
In the original world,
지혜로운 세계라는 것은 참부모의 말을 하고 참부모의 문학을 다들 토욕관서가 돼가지고 말을 맞았다는 용기의 번호의 세계는 그런 사람이 없다는 거예요.
so in the original world, in the spiritual world, that's the original world, you must enter with the mother tongue. Those who need an interpreter in the spirit world, those who are becoming a second-class citizen of the spirit world. You don't like that, do you? This is the principal view, point of view. Divine point of view.
That's wrong.
Those who say, no, Father, that's wrong, raise hand.
Raise it. That's the father's better. That's wrong.
Father is wrong. Father is wrong.
I didn't think, I didn't believe, I didn't, so.
I didn't think so, Father. No, I don't think the spirit world will be affected by Korean. No, I'm not going to be a second-class citizen because I don't know the Korean language.
그 누구 때문에 그래? 누구 때문에? 뭐 때문에 그래? 두 페런츠가 쓰는 말. 이 때문에 한국말이지.
But sorry, there's no compromise. Why the spirit world, the Korean language is so important? Not because Korean language itself, but because Korean language is a true parent language. True parent language. So you've got to speak your mother tongue.
하나님도 이제부터 한국말을 할 것이다. 영계는 한국말을 하지 않으면 안 된다.
And spirit world, the central language is
목을 매 죽어보라 그 만나면.
so spirit world is a universal language is Korean. Do you know even God is speaking Korean? He's speaking Korean. And so if you don't want to believe me, okay, you die and find out. And come back. You can testify. You can find out immediately. Okay, go find out.
그러니까 이런 명령을 내가 안 했다는 너들 영계가 선생님 왜 이렇게 지시 안 해서 이거 큰일 났어 수석 선생님이 책임이 있어 그럴 것이 틀림없기 때문에 너희들은 참서받기 위해서 불가피적으로 확실히 가르친다.
If Father doesn't teach you now, then you will say in the spirit world later on, say, Father, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you taught me? Why didn't you know it, all these things? Why didn't you tell me? We didn't learn Korean because of you. No, Father will not be accused because Father taught you.
In this time you shall clearly your eyes, ears. Eh?
You heard very clearly by your own ears.
Didn't hear? Did hear?
Did you hear? Did you hear?
Yes. 그래, 한국말 배워서 설명하.
So those now motivated to learn Korean, raise hand please.
Wow. This is a miracle. Wonderful. Pray.
Say Father in Korean. Say Father in Korean. Well, pretty good student. Mother in Korean.
I like that.
How about thank you very much in Korean?
이러면 새로운 문화세계 하나의 통일 문화세계가 창조될 것은 우리가 인도의 혈기 들어가게 되는 몇십 년 1900년대에 들어가기 전에 통일세 전 세계 통일도 된다면 한국말을 다 할 것이다.
The world of new culture, unification culture, shall become a reality. And this will become a reality very fast. Before the 1990s, this major foundation of this new culture shall be laid.
2000년 되기 전에 통일교회들은 세계 언어를 통일할 수 있는 확실한 증거를 보입니다.
1990, lay the foundation. By then, by the year 2000, we laid a gigantic achievement in uniting the culture and language, centered upon one central language.
90년대 들어가지고는 내가 국제회를 하는데 통역을 있을 것이다.
So in 1990, whenever 1990 comes, and thereafter, Father, whenever enter international conference and a meeting, Father will not use interpreter.
또 한국말을 모르는 사람은 통역의 회의에 참석할 수 있는 자격이 없고.
Although those unification church leaders who does not speak Korean would not be allowed to enter into an important conference.
이 언어로 말미암아 후대 후손들 얼마나 혁명하고 있는 사실을.
So
신종
because of the
세계의
barrier
창고는
of language.
불가능한 거야. 통역을 통한 신종 세계의 창고는 불가능한 사실을.
The artistic world cannot be built by the interpreter. It has to be a direct language. And the barrier must be broken down. The damage because of the language barrier, incredible suffering inflicted upon mankind.
의학적에서의 최고에서는 종교 분야, 종교로서는 기합니다. 형용사의 표시에서는 세계 어떤 나라도 못 따라서는 싼 오라요.
In addition to that, Korean language, fortunately, is one of the finest language ever devised by the human culture. You know, Korean language is so descriptive. Adjectives is incredible. So it is very perfect language for the religious philosophy.
너 저기 보이 영어하는 거 잘해 못해?
What about Pohi Park's English? Is it good English or bad English?
한국 사람들 저 잉글리시 저 토크하는 거 보면 일본 사람들보다 나라 보라. 전부 다 그 남한이야.
You compare the Korean speaking English and the Japanese speaking English. Then compare the quality.
맥다이널드 할 텐데. 맥도날드. 맥도날드. 해피월드, 해피월드.
So Japanese, they're limited in the pronunciation. They will say McDonald. They cannot say McDonald. They will say McDonaldo. McDonaldo. And they cannot say Happy World Company. Happy World Company is present here and everybody members. They cannot say Happy World. They say Happy Warudo. Happy Warudo. They cannot say passport. Passporto.
아시는 얘기도 일본의 연합 학자가 말이야. 일본 민족은 한국말 배워주고 세계 언어를 배워주고 제일 빨리 결론을 낸 거야.
So, Mr. Oyama, the Japanese leader, reported to father, one scholar of Japan is saying that for Japan, Japanese people, the best way to learn foreign language is study Korean first. Study Korean. One Japanese master Korean, thereafter any other foreign language is no problem. And the father agreed to that.
그러니까 한국말을 지금 내가 지금도 영어 공부하고요.
Even father today, still studying English.
선생님 나이는 말이야 지금 건망증할 때야. 10배우면 5은 자동적으로 잃어버리고 5가지 끈을 잡아가지고 발에 집어매고 팔에 집어매고 모가지에 집어매가지고야 통화를 건데 그런 데서 영어를 공부하는데 너들 전문으로 써보다가 있는 거야.
You have absolutely no excuses. Father's age is not the age for learning language because memory is much phased away. It's very difficult to, memorize the new vocabulary and new pronunciation and so forth. But father doing it, make an effort, trying to make all kinds of, effort,
보이가 토익 잘하는데 뭘 빼는 거 다 알고 있다.
So father learned so much English. Now I can check for he part whether he translated right or wrong. So you know why I'm so sweating, right? But still, father, even though father understands so much, can speak so much, father doesn't want to speak Korean. I mean English.
너 한국말 안 배우려고 하거든.
But you, as young men and women, you don't want to learn Korean? No excuse. You don't want to learn. That's the problem. You don't have no motivation.
난 뭐죠? 되게 컨비니언스게.
You don't want to. You just.
Father is if father teach talk in English, that's the most convenient way for American mood. I know it.
So your father speaks English like that.
Inconvenience for you. Why? You have to learn the code.
So father can speak English just like this. Speaking English to you. Then it's a very practical, convenient for American members. Because you don't have to make an effort to understand. You can hear father directly. That's why father doesn't speak English. Because father doesn't want to go convenient way. Father doesn't want to go, do want to go inconvenient way. So that you can learn Korean.
한국 책임자, 아시아 책임자가 필요하다는 것을 확실히 알았다. 자네의 나를 요 코리아라는 이제부터 지자의 만들.
So,
그래서 한국 사람들
the Children's Day, today, we must realize the necessity of the Oriental leaders come here in America.
자, 왜?
Particularly Korean leaders
왜
come to
특별히 한국말 배우려면 한국말 배우려니까 한국 지도자들을 중요시 하지 않았어요. 그렇기 때문에
particular.
불가피적으로
Father wants to ignite the motivation to learn Korean. By doing so, more and more Korean leaders are becoming valuable to you.
관심을 하는 거예요.
And you can more interested in, and you must pay the attention.
저 그래도 보기 싫으면 못돼 어렵게 생겼지. 저 고생들 했기 때문에 저 36가정을 통해서 배우면 얼마나 좋을까. 그래서 나 72가정을 통해서 배우면 얼마나 좋을까. 이러면서
So you must think that, boy, even though learning Korean is important, but particularly when I can learn Korean through the 36 blessed couple or 72 blessed couple, how happy I am, how blessed I am.
특별히 교재는 원리책을 중심으로 얼마나 아이고 과거 역사를 세밀히 배울까. 원리책 중심 삼고 코리안기다 하는데 코리안 랭귀지를 배워라. 그것이 기본 사고방식 하는 길이기 때문에 이런 말을 안 하세요.
And furthermore, not only you are learning the Korean language from Korean leaders, but your textbook is a divine principle book. Korean divine principle textbook. Using it as a textbook, learning from Korean leaders, boy, that's an extraordinary fortune for you.
역사적 사실 어떤 일이 참 배우고 싶으면
And